Hello, I hope everybody's having a good 4th of July weekend. Thought I would come on real quick just to see if anybody was on to chat, and also just to catch up on some cases. Okay, just a second, guys. Okay, there's a case that I'm going to be starting to work on, and it is the Caitlyn Crumb case, and she is out of Tennessee. I'm going to have her sister, a couple ladies who is like her mother on and different things, but thought we'd raise a little bit of awareness about her today. I did a video on her last week, and I was going to go ahead and play it on this live stream. So, yeah, take me just a second to pull it up here. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Caitlyn Crumb was a 20-year-old mother of two. Those who knew her would tell you that her two girls were her entire world. On December 1st, 2021, the Greenville Sun reports that the investigation continues in the death of Caitlyn Crumb. Greenville police continue an investigation into the death of 20-year-old Caitlyn Jada Crumb. Crumb's body was found on Sunday, November 7th in an abandoned house on West Barton Ridge Road. Police have preliminary autopsy findings. Interviews regarding Crumb's whereabouts in the hours and days leading up to her death continue to be conducted, Police Detective Captain Tim Davis said. We've interviewed several people. We're still trying to find one or two people who have had contact with her before, Davis said. A cause of death has not been released pending the availability of full autopsy results, including toxicology tests and a determination if other possible medical conditions existed, Davis said. Do we think toxicology will show something? We think so, but we don't really know, he said. If narcotics were involved, did she do this to herself? Or did someone else do it to her, Davis asked. Full autopsy results may provide some answers. You just have to wait. We don't know if it's a crime. You got time growing on it, and it's harder to solve, he said. It's a tragic situation for her. It's a tragic situation for the family. Crumb's car was found about a mile away from the abandoned house in the parking lot of Towering Oaks Baptist Church on Buckingham Road. We still don't know how she got where she was. We don't know how long the car was there, Davis said. She could have dropped it off and walked. That's the problem with these cases. There's more questions than there are answers. Family members reported Crumb missing, and authorities were on the lookout for her Sunday afternoon when the sheriff's deputy on patrol stopped at the abandoned house. The deputy saw the location, drove by, and for some reason decided to look inside, and lo and behold, he found her, it said. Investigators are trying to determine when Crumb died and how long she was in the abandoned house before being found. The last known contact with Crumb was at 5:10 a.m. on Friday,
Hello,
November
checking. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're having a good 4th of
Investigators
July
report that
weekend.
a car parked for at least 4 hours with its lights on in a lot on Heatherwood Loop in Heatherwood Estates development. Crumb, a passenger, was sleeping, as was the
I don't know how much of this you had heard, checking, but this is Caitlyn Crumb. This is, if you know Single Mama 4, this is the young lady that she was talking about last week that they found face down, barefoot, passed away in the abandoned house. And her sister, after they get back from the 4th of July holiday, is going to come on and explain more. But it's just a lot of iffy details that they really don't know what went on. So it's kind of a case I'm deep diving into right now. And I do want to say, Checkings, you're doing a lot of great work on the missing. I really like your videos.
female driver. The driver was taken into custody on an active violation of probation warrant, a police report said. Crumb, who gave officers a home address on Mount Pleasant Circle, was not charged. The only thing we can establish 100% is that she was alive in the early hours Friday morning. She was in a car with a friend. That is the last time we can say she was 100% fine, Davis said. Detectives have investigated numerous tips received from the public
Hello,
and
Arctic
followed
Fox.
up
I
on
hope
them.
you're doing well and having a
We have
good 4th
talked
of
to
July
people who
weekend.
said they had seen her and talked to her, but we haven't been able to establish an exact time frame yet. It's just speculation, Davis said. Some of the tips are fifth and sixth hand, he said. We always welcome reliable information, Davis said. Anyone with information about Caitlyn Crumb is asked to call Detective Gina Holt at the Greenville Police Department at 423 639 7111. Davis said any charges in connection with Crumb's death would only be filed after conferring with District Attorney General Dan E. Armstrong. What we're waiting on is the final autopsy report, he said. Meanwhile, we treat all death investigations as homicides, Davis said.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. What I was saying is I will be interested to speak to her family to see what the autopsy results was because Single Mama 4 couldn't tell me, and I can't find much information on this young lady online. It's crazy. But yeah, definitely foul play. Look how beautiful she is. There's no way she just went in an abandoned house to get high and OD'd in there by herself. There were other people involved, if that's even what happened. I mean, I'm curious to see what the autopsy findings say.
On November 8th, 2021, WJHL reported that Greenville police are investigating after a body was found in an abandoned house. The body of Caitlyn Crumb, 20, of Greene County, was discovered Sunday afternoon on West Barton Ridge Road, according to the Greenville Police Department. The body was sent to the William L. Jenkins Forensic Center for an autopsy. Police are still investigating Crumb's cause of death. Crumb was the mother of two young daughters. Her youngest turned 1-year-old on Monday. Her cousin Sean Crumb said Caitlyn was like a sister to him. She always loved her
Hello,
kids. I know she's looking down
level-headed.
on
So
them,
good
Sean
to
Crumb
see you in
said.
here today.
It's just
Hope your
hard
4th of
now
July
to
weekend's
fathom
going
her and
well.
she being gone. Sean Crumb said family members were notified of Caitlyn's death by the Greenville Police Department Sunday night. He said several circumstances in her death stand out to him and other members of the family as suspicious. Greenville police confirmed Caitlyn's car was left abandoned at Towering Oaks Baptist Church over a mile away from West Barton Ridge Road. Sean Crumb said Caitlyn was not known to be around that area of Greenville, and she did not like to walk long distances. He also said it was not like her to enter abandoned houses. Ashley Lynch, the aunt of Caitlyn's children, said it was uncommon for Caitlyn to go long periods without contacting family. It wasn't like her to disappear and not talk to anybody, Lynch said. Sean Crumb said he believes the final time anyone in the family heard from her was Tuesday last week. Crumb and Lynch both said they believe Caitlyn's body was left by someone in the abandoned house after she died. I don't think for 1 second that she walked there, Sean Crumb said. Something happened and she was dumped there. Caitlyn's family, now dealing with the loss of a daughter and mother of 2, is looking for closure. When I say I want justice and my family wants justice, if it is the case that her body was dumped like we all believe, we want to know who did it and we want them to pay, Sean Crumb said. They tossed her away like trash, and she was much more than that. Anyone with information on the case is asked to contact investigators by phone or email. You can contact Captain Tim Davis at 423-787-6193 or the email on screen. You can contact Lieutenant David White at 423-783-2834 or at the email on screen. And you can contact Miss Gina Holt, who is the detective on this case, at 423-783-2815. Her email is on screen now as well. Caitlyn Crumb, 20-year-old mother of 2, her whole life ahead of her, taken from this life too soon, disregarded like trash, face down barefoot in an abandoned house. Her family still wants answers. Look at her face. That's a mother, someone's daughter. She was a sister, loved by so many. Her family still wants answers. We all do. We demand justice for Caitlyn Crumb. Share her face, tell her story, say her name.
Okay, so that was a little bit to introduce you all to the case, Caitlyn Crumb's case. Like I said, I'll be curious to see what the autopsy report says, and I'm thinking what the family feels is that she probably done a little drugs or something, and OD'd, and somebody is responsible for the disposal of her body. Is that the way you understood it, Arctic? Hi, the expert. It's nice to see you here. I hope you're having a great 4th of July weekend. No, but I am curious to see exactly what turns out from Caitlyn's case. It was one that I hadn't been aware of till Single Mama 4 brought it to my attention. Really, other than her case, there's none that I've been really deep diving into except for some of Scott Peterson's stuff. I think me and Ruby Red Glamper is going to do a little deep dive in that, and I may play devil's advocate, and I think she's going to look through the side of why Scott Peterson did it, and I'm going to look into all the mistakes that the investigation, or all the mistakes that was made in the investigation, the questions about the people who might have been a robbery. I forget all the details now, but that's kind of the stuff I've been looking through. Hello, Seriously Thinking. It's so good to see you in here. I appreciate it. I haven't ever seen you all before. The expert and Seriously Thinking. Do you guys have channels? Oh, got you. Are you saying that you're single mom of four? Did you change all your accounts, hon? Yes, thank you. Let's hit that thumbs up and move me up in the algorithm a little bit. Okay, just a second here. I'm gonna go over. There was a missing case that I did have pulled up real quick here. Thank you, the expert. Oh no, it looks like Ruby. I didn't know that the Ruby Pearl Glamper was live right now. Whoops, I didn't mean to schedule over top of her. I was just coming on real quick anyways. I replaced my laptop and wanted to actually it turned back on, so I wanted to come on. I've been playing around with Canva and stuff, trying to fix my overlays, and I haven't got them laid in here, or I haven't put them in StreamYard yet, but I'm pretty excited about that. Did you get locked out of your accounts, hon? Thank you, Level Headed. I know Caitlin's family will appreciate it. They're not getting much attention at all. They were so thankful. You guys know how small my channel is. I have like 186 subs. She kept on thanking me and thanking me, the sister did, for just reaching out to her and offering to tell Caitlin's story and for making the video. They were so appreciative. Really, they want all the attention that they can get on her case, and to let Greenville Police Department know that they got to do their job. Because I mean, just looking into the Tennessee area, from Summer Wells case, who hasn't heard of that? But anyways, we see how much they dropped the ball in that area. It's kind of like up here in Kentucky. We don't have the best police departments either in these podunk towns. So I really hope her family sees justice. Oh, the expert does have a channel? Okay, I'll go look right now. I think we have a lot of good channels in the true crime community. I know that the Krama channels, they tend to blow up a little faster, but um, they can have all that. I don't have the temper for it, but I think we have a good community here. The good definitely outweighs the bad. Single mom, can you see if you can get the link to the experts channel? I'm not finding it here. Absolutely, absolutely, single mom. Or I'll start calling you seriously thinking now, I guess, but definitely. Hmm. Thank you, single mom. If one of you all, I'm still looking for the link here. If one of you guys could find that link and drop it, that would be great. And also, if you guys have your links, drop those as well. Yeah, the drugs is what's making them kind of write it off. It gives them a reason not to have to investigate further, unfortunately. Wow, I've been missing out then. I'm gonna have to go check them out. Crystal Rogers is one that you followed from day one. I am embarrassed to say, but it's not clicking, which I do this, guys. I look into these cases and they all run together and the names run together. Let's see who I know who's got a video up on Miss Crystal Rogers here. See if I can look at her face and it should ring a bell. Oh, wow. Is this the one that was like 6 years ago, guys? What is this? Here.
Business by reaching my most important customers.
Sorry,
people
guys.
like Allison. She's a fashionista.
Tonight, the FBI announced its recent search for Crystal Rogers has concluded. In just a few days, they used a cadaver dog, dug up a suburban yard in Bardstown, and found several items of interest. The WHAS 11 night team's Tom Lally was back in Bardstown tonight, revisiting that
Thank
search
you,
site
Arctic
and
Fox.
tweeting down with
Everybody,
Crystal's mom,
go
Sarah
check out the
Daniels,
experts
on the last
channel.
3 weeks.
And if you like it, go give him a sub.
So last week,
exhausting for me.
On Tuesday, August 24th, the investigation began. Agents brought a cadaver dog through the Woodlawn Springs subdivision, where Roger's former boyfriend, Brooks Houck, currently owns 3 properties, according to public record. Roger's family tells us he was building homes in the neighborhood when Crystal disappeared. The next day, the dig began, starting with this front portion of a single driveway, expanding to the entire front yard of this home on North Howard Street, where a family still lives. Then, 6 days into the search, the FBI announces a suspension due to weather conditions. And what was one item of interest found turned into multiple on their way to the FBI evidence lab in Quantico. On Saturday,
Checking, have you done content on Crystal? Hey, Darkness, it's really good to see you. And yeah, I hate that about the copyright issues. I hope you get it figured out, hon. Absolutely the expert. I'll be honest with you, I steer clear of the Summer Wells case on my channel as far as my video goes, but I am up to discuss her case at any time with any creators. I just don't have anything new that no one else has brought out yet to bring to the table, but I followed her case since June the 16th, so the day after. Yeah, anytime you want to chat Summer Wells, more than glad to do it. I'll actually drop a link, guys. Like I said, I'll just play around on here for a little while longer. I'm not going to stay a terribly long time today, but I'll go ahead and drop a link, and anybody that wants to come up and get anything off your chest or out of your mind or discuss anything, feel more than welcome to do it. I hope you're having a good 4th of July weekend, Darkness. Okay, so this video here that we're watching of Crystal Rogers, I am not familiar with her case. Are we not aware of what they found yet?
Searching through the dirt that they had removed in previous searches. And finally, Tuesday, the search is complete.
I'm just praying to God that it's going to come back associated with my daughter.
Not far from the site of the dig, we met with Crystal's mother, Sherry, and Luna.
And I can't decide to join.
She's been getting daily updates from special agents on this case, and she believes their focus has shifted to making an arrest.
They don't want to focus as much on finding my daughter right now as the investigation.
Hello, David E. Taylor. Thank you for joining us.
I kind of see where they're coming from.
Still, she has faith they'll find her daughter eventually, and whoever is responsible.
Eventually, I'm going to bring my daughter home.
The 6-year search continues, and this mother remains determined. Answers will come. For the WHAS 11 Night Team, I'm Tom Lally.
Wow, so they've been looking for her for 6 years and nothing. Then I see more Arctic says there's 5 others. That's a case I'm going to have to look into. Hello, Seriously Thinking. How are you?
Doing good. How are you guys?
Great. I've been a little bit lazy today, and we decided to go out and look at some property, and the kids wanted to go to the lake, so we went and had a little lake day, and we're getting ready to go watch fireworks later on. So,
oh well, there you go. Oh, well,
sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but this is something that I do want to address really quick.
Go ahead.
Since Darkness Exposed mentioned it, I do want to go ahead and address it. Someone has been reporting her content and trying to strike her channel, and it's not stopping there. It's also feeding on over into Facebook and stuff, because in a group that I help her with, I've seen the copyright strike in there as well. And everybody knows she makes her own content. She works very hard. She gives credit where credit's deserved. And any content that she does use is clearly stated for fair use in commentary and news reporting. So whoever is doing that, you're a big old piece of shit. That's all I got to say. But anyways, we'll continue on. Hi, White Rabbit. So good to see you in here, hon. Okay, so Cynthia, what do you got going on for the 4th of July weekend?
Well, first of all, they need to stay off they need to stay off my main chick. I'm glad you brought that up. They need to leave Joe alone. Bottom line.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Leave her alone. No. Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to do?
See, that's the thing. It's way different. These keyboard warriors and all these little, I'm not even going to call them true crime groups, because they're not true crime. They're just in it for the bullying and to start drama. they're on Twitter and all these other little, I don't know, because I'm not too good at it. I'm Facebook and new to YouTube, so I'm still trying to figure everything out. But they get in behind the scenes and they cause the stink and the drama, and it's getting
Yes, they
ridiculous
do.
because we have creators like Darkness Exposed who's out here actually trying to do some good work,
Oh,
and her
yeah.
content's awesome. She gets great interviews.
Yes.
She can get the
yes.
message out. She can help the rest of us who can't get our messages out. She shares her platform with anybody. She'll answer any questions. She's helpful. So I don't know what the heck people's problems are.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to just leave her alone. Seriously. But anyway, happy 4th to everybody. Today I just basically went out to eat. I wanted to do something for me, so I did. Went into Kingsport, which, yeah, okay. But anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about Caitlyn, if that's okay. Is that okay for a second?
Absolutely. Please do. Please do.
She was more than a friend to me. She was like a daughter to me. And I've had cases like throw me for a loop, but this one has really thrown me for a loop. Because when you look at the reports, they are 3 freaking investigators on this. Sorry.
Right.
And none of them seem to know anything.
It's the holiday, of course, but none of them, I don't expect them to get back to me anyways. I'm a nobody. They don't owe me nothing, no answers. But now I've reached out through email to them. I hope they're talking to the family.
Well, I hope they're doing something. I mean, it doesn't matter. She didn't end up there barefooted, face down, by herself. I mean, she never even went to that side of town. And I didn't even realize her car was wrecked. I just thought it was parked a mile away from, at that church. And she sure wouldn't have walked to, and she never entered abandoned places, never even. So I'm all confused on what happened with her. Just all confused. And can't figure it out, and it blows my mind. It really does. So that's why I'm asking you guys to help me out, because she was more to me,
Right. I'm so sorry for your all's loss. I know this was completely unexpected given her age, and I know that she still got all those babies.
Yeah, she's got a 1 and a 2-year-old, I think. And that just happened the next day, Monday. Monday, she was going to be celebrating her baby's 1 year. I thought it happened after, but it was before. Yeah. So she didn't even get to, see her baby turn a year old. People are cruel, and crazy. I don't know.
They're very cruel.
It doesn't make sense, It's something else I wanted to talk about, which, some laws that started to take effect yesterday. One being the Clyde Daniels Act. Everybody aware of that? Aware of the little baby? Oh, you ain't aware of baby Joe Clyde?
I know about his case, but I didn't know that they had any sort of law coming in effect for him. Hi, Kristen R. So good to see you.
Okay, yes, they had thank you, check and conviction. Oh, she says she's so sorry. Oh, well, I mean, I'm sure Caitlyn.
Yeah, all of our hearts go out to you, hun. I mean, it's a sad, sad situation.
Well, I mean, I just never figured somebody I was that close to would, I don't know. I hope they figure it out, and person's responsible, because even if she did OD, which, hey, there is that possibility, then guess what? She still didn't end up you know,
Right.
they're in the abandoned, and even if they were hanging out in the abandoned house, because sometimes that happens among druggies, and she OD'd, they still should give her help. So either way you look, somebody, they need to figure it out.
Yeah. Somebody
Somebody
did something
failed.
wrong. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. It just, but anyway, baby, well, it happened in Tennessee, down around the Nashville area, and with his dad being Joseph Daniels, you know, they called him Joe Clyde. Joseph Ray Daniels, I think, which he got 50 plus years, so he's basically looking at a life sentence. Crystal, his mother, pegged down to what, 15 years, done a plea deal, and one of the, yeah, she failed to protect the child, of course. Yeah. He was on the floor, you know, deceased. Joseph over the top of him with clenched fist and all that, and Crystal goes back to bed. She looks and goes back to bed.
Yeah, well, a dirt nap is what she needs. I have no room whatsoever for any mothers who do not take care and defend their children.
She tells authorities that, oh, well, he threatened me. Well, even if he threatened me, I would have had to have took that abuse, because he sure wouldn't have been doing it to my child.
Yeah, the only time I can say if a parent allows their child to get hurt is if they get killed in the process. Because if you still have a breath left in your body, you know, you should be defending your child.
Right. Exactly. So anyway, he has no chance of getting out, the father. He is wanting a new trial, which whatever. If it happens, he'll probably be convicted twice, but let the man do what he needs to do, you know. But the mother has a chance of, say, getting out, and I don't know if she had any chances of parole. I mean, any chances of, like, you know, her sentence at 30% or what have you. But you know, she's in the women's prison in Nashville, and that's a pretty rough prison. I was there back in the day. Yeah, it's rough. I'm
scared to death of jail and prison and stuff. I couldn't.
Let me tell you what I saw in prison. I was using the bathroom, and you know where there's really no privacy, right? Okay.
Yeah. Now, I was in the Army. I have done community living, so I remember community living bathrooms.
Yes. So, okay. Anyway, they, some people in my, you know, in my cell had been roughing and stuff. They didn't get along. Well, one day I was sitting there doing my business in the bathroom, using the bathroom. Honey, these two come in. Next thing I know, shank, right in front of me. One's gone, right in front of me. Blood splattered on me because I'm right there. Man, I stopped counting at 17 times of a stab. I closed my eyes and couldn't, but I think the person kept going. I don't remember how many times. So, you know, but yeah, coming out the bathroom, I saw nothing, seen nothing, heard nothing, because you just don't, you're not a snitch in prison. You don't do that stuff. So I come out, and you know,
there is no see something, say something when you're locked up, huh?
No, there is. Well,
I get my butt whooped, guys, because I'm the nosiest person ever. Don't send me to prison. Everybody'd hate me. I'd know what was going on, but I get my brains beat out. I'm sure of it.
Get your brains beat out, honey. You might be shanked
I'm
by
so
morning.
nosy.
I mean,
I'm so nosy.
You know. So in my heart of hearts, I knew that what the right thing to do that would be, say, yes, she did get her, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I wasn't going to go there. No, you just don't do that. So, you know, yeah. And then I saw, you know, where one jumped one in the chow line while I was there, buddy. That didn't go over too well. I was even in a fight once. I was sitting on my bunk. The girl, you know, she was saying stuff like, I think I'm going to, you know, whoop ass tonight. And, well, I kept playing solitaire on my bunk. And I knew she was trying to get at me, right? And she, about 5-10 minutes later, she said, seriously, I'm going to whoop ass tonight. I just kept on. I kept playing. But in my mind, I said, if she says it's a third time, something's going to pop off. I mean, because I just didn't like her to keep saying it. I'm sorry. So about 10, 15 minutes later, she said, I think I'm going to whoop somebody's ass tonight. I jumped up. Honey, that woman hit me 7 times before I could know what the heck I was doing.
Oh, my Lord.
Yes, she hit me 7 freaking times. But don't I mean, I got my hits in. Don't worry about that part. But yeah, she looked worse than I did in the end. And it's
well,
pretty,
that's all that matters,
bad.
I guess.
Do what?
I said, I guess that's all that matters is that she looked worse than you did in the end. Oh,
well,
Lord,
I
that's
mean,
crazy.
You know, I mean, I'm not going to lie, man. I knew she was trying to get at me because that's what they do in prison.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully they get a hold of them in prison. All these people in prison, I hope they're having a hard time that do these crimes against children and crimes against anyone. You know, nobody has the right to take someone else's life, someone else's dad, someone else's mom, sister, daughter, brother.
I was there for assault with a deadly weapon. So, yeah.
Kristen, honey, I hope you and your son get over the nasty C word soon.
Ooh. Yeah, get over whatever you
That's
got.
a bad one to have, hon.
Yeah, feel better. Feel better.
Well, I guess single mom accomplished that. She sure showed them she wouldn't know
don't matter
fish.
in there, you have to show them you're not a well, that was my point, check and conviction. You gotta show them you're not the yes, thank you. Somebody got well, I gave her 3 chances. You know, the first time I'm
gonna have to take notes.
Then the second
the people don't stop messing with my people don't stop messing with my bestie. Darkness, you know, Joe over there, that's my bestie. I'm gonna have to start taking notes about prison because it's getting ready to get me in a little trouble.
Well,
I can't do it. I can't do it when I love my people. I love my people. They're mine, and I can't do it when people's making them upset and sad, and they're doing so well for themselves.
Exactly. I don't like it. I don't want her to quit. That's what I'm afraid of. She's gonna let all this get to her, and I hope she doesn't because
we're not gonna let her quit.
No.
She does too good, and she's been working too hard. Guys, I hate to, but I'm going to have to wrap this up. My daughter's motioning at me. It looks like we might have some fireworks to go set up. But I do know, guys, that Arctic Fox is getting ready to go live soon. It says 6:30. I don't know if that's 7:30 Eastern time or 6:30 Eastern time. He may be waiting for me to shut this off so he can start up, or he may have just started up. I'm not sure. Let me see.
No, I saw where he changed it till tomorrow. Did he change it till tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, he did change it till tomorrow. You're right. Okay, and so I guess the Ruby Pearl Glamper, guys, I seen that she was live and that she's having a stream. If you guys want to go over and show her a little support, I love her. She's a good woman. Ruby's nice. And like I said, me and her are supposed to be doing a deep dive on the Scott Peterson case, so that should be interesting. Hey, Avery, honey, it's so good to see you. And if you don't care, will you drop your son's or your Cash App down here? Avery is taking up donations for her son. He's doing fundraising for a beach trip, and it just costs a little bit more where he has to have different accommodations, you know, for handicap and things. So, yeah, if you want to go ahead and drop that in here, and I was meaning to do a video on it to help you get that out and spread it around. Oh, Arctic changed it. Yeah, Arctic did change his live till tomorrow. Okay, but Ruby, let me see if I can go to your channel and find it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I have.
You need to remod me when I changed everything. I'm not a mod anymore for your channel.
I can do that real quick before I shut down the stream here. Let me see if I can get it to load. Here.
If I was a mod for any of you guys, you're gonna have to redo it for me when you do a live because, yeah.
Okay, let me find you on.
Because I think that was one for Arctic Fox as well.
Yeah, we'll have to go through and do your.
Oh, you're all right.
New account. I'm scrolling up here. I'm going to go ahead and get yours taken care of too. Seriously thinking, correct?
Yep. I don't know what happened to my account, but my old one, but somebody done it in, I guess.
Avery, I went ahead and modded you so you can drop your. Okay.
But anyway, with the Joe Clyde Act, Crystal ain't gonna be able to, she pled down to 15 years, but she ain't gonna be able to get out unless she tells where her son's remains are, basically. Hello?